President Trump is set to be on stage at the NRG Stadium in Houston on Sunday, but he won't be the star of the show. More than 50,000 people will reportedly be there to see Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi at an event called Howdy Modi. Ravi Agrawal is managing editor at Foreign Policy. He wrote about this upcoming event. Welcome, Ravi. Thank you so much for being with us. So this event is sold out. Why is Prime Minister Modi coming to Texas, and what is behind his celebrity status there?
Sure, it is indeed sold out, and about 50,000 people are expected to attend the event. Narendra Modi, India's prime minister, has held big speeches pretty much all over the world now. He's already done 4 in the United States in the last 5 years, so he's not new to this. The reason why he's holding this one in Texas is because many members of the Indian diaspora live in Texas, and they form a large part of the almost 4.4 million Indian Americans in this country. So the reason why he's doing this, above and beyond his other speeches in, say, London or Singapore or Sydney, is that Indian Americans are a very important part of his constituency as well, in that many of them donate money to him back home. In India, it is seen as a matter of great pride that Indian Americans do as well as they do in the United States. They make a median income of about $100,000 a year, which is well over twice as much as what the average median income is for Americans at large. And of course, the event is at 10 a.m. on Sunday, so it's playing not only to the Indian Americans in Texas, but this is an event that will be televised live in India. That would be prime time for TV audiences there.
You know, he is somewhat of a controversial figure, though, among human rights groups, you know, in India. Is he also controversial among Indian Americans, or do they largely support him?
Well, he has a broad support here in the United States among the Indian American communities, but it's important to add that not all of them are natural supporters for Modi. I mean, they read the press, they understand some of the problems that human rights activists have cited about his record, be it his pro-Hindu stance and therefore his attacks on secularism in India or his attacks against Muslims in India. They're aware of these things, but however, the bigger point for them may be that there's a sense of pride that an Indian leader is in America who's addressing so many people. He's a very skilled orator, especially when he speaks in Hindi, which many of these diasporic Indians will understand. So it's a mixed sort of feeling. But I should also add, for all the comparisons between Modi and Trump, they are not necessarily completely aligned on this in terms of the audience, because Indian Americans as a bloc, only about, well, in fact, 77% of them voted for Clinton in the 2016 election. So there's not a natural synergy between Trump and Modi on that.
And you write that this is the third meeting between President Trump and Prime Minister Modi in 3 months. What is their relationship like?
By all accounts, it's quite warm. The two leaders are similar in some regards in that they are pro-business, they are seen as populists, they connect directly with people, they have very large social media followings, they're very good orators, but equally their critics will say that they can be authoritarian, that they can make decisions impulsively. So they share a lot in common, but Modi also had a very warm relationship with President Obama. I think the important way to frame this is that it's very important for India to maintain good relations with the United States. And in general, the India-US relationship has been strengthening over the last 2 decades or so, irrespective of who's in power or which party is in power. And so you can expect more of the same with this relationship.
All right. Well, Ravi Agrawal, we thank you so much for all your insight on this. Thank you.